Welcome inside the Greater Columbus Convention Center in Columbus, Ohio, as we kick off the second and final day of competition for the Strongmen here at the 2025 Arnold Strongman Classic. Event 4 is the big jerk. Couldn't be simpler. Just take a barbell loaded with a ton of weight and throw it overhead. We saw the women go earlier. The men are coming up next. And no surprise, on top of the overall standings, Mitch Hooper has a 4-point cushion over Lucas Hatton, the impressive rookie. More on him in just a second. Hafthor Bjornsson currently occupies the final spot on the podium with 22 points, but he is 3 up on another impressive rookie, Austin Andrade. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland with Lauren Chalet and Jerry Pritchett. And after day one, there weren't a ton of surprises. Lucas Hatton was one of them. We'll talk about him in a second, but Mitch Hooper has a lead, and we mentioned this earlier today. Once he gets out front, he's hard to catch.
He is. We always talk about his consistency, and it's just showing every single time he competes. However, Lucas has really put him under pressure. Thor's not too far away. He will want to start off in big points again. I think another top 3 performance for Mitch in this first event today, that sets him up well for the rest of the competition. He likes to keep that lead. He's a front runner, and he likes to stretch away, so he'll want to maintain.
And speaking of Hafthor, Jerry, he had that impressive win in the deadlift, but it was what he did in the overhead gauntlet, I think, has put him in great position today.
Absolutely, because since his return, that's been his Achilles. That's what's cost him from winning a couple big shows, is that overhead. And this is the first time that we've seen an overhead event where he didn't lose massive points. He came in pretty well where he needed to yesterday, so he's not that far out of striking distance.
Well, the big jerk is event number 4. It is a rising bar. The weights, though, are set in increments. You can start wherever you want, but you just can't drop weight. You get 4 attempts. If you fail a weight, you are out. So it's unlike the deadlift, where if you fail to lift and you still had an attempt remaining, you can come back and try it again. So a lot of pressure on these athletes as they look to find their heaviest lift and score some serious points in the process. And Nick Guardione will be our first athlete out. Guardione coming in 9th place overall, but coming off his best finish of the competition last night in the timber carry when he took 7th. Guardione is going to start at 190 kilos. That's 419 pounds. And that'll count. He got the down signal. A good lift for Nick Guardione. Well, let's talk about the keys to this event. It's a pretty simple challenge, but there's a lot to think about.
Yeah, it's very explosive overhead. The athletes that are going to be efficient at this will use a lot of leg drive. They transfer that power through their body. So you sometimes see good log lifters. They're not always as good at an event like this, which requires more timing and explosivity. But great lift there from Nick Guardione. Starts off really well. Important point to let people know about is they must put the bar down on those racks. You cannot drop to the floor.
Yeah, it's basically the same as a deadlift. If you get a down signal, you just drop and let the bar go. It's a no lift. They're looking at the same as on this jerk. If it does not at least hit the platform. If it hits and bounces off, okay, but you have to at least guide it to that platform.
One more look at Guardione's opener. And had it stabilized just enough at the top there.
Yeah, started floating on him, but he got enough time to get it down.
The plates were really spinning on him there.
Yeah.
I think as it gets heavier, he'll want to make sure that settles a little bit more. But still, good first lift. That first lift is often the hardest. You've got the nerves really kicking in, and it just settles everything once you know you've got that good lift on the card. Bobby Thompson out.
Which for a lot of these athletes, this is the first time doing this in a competition. This isn't a typical event we usually see.
It's not something we see very often, is it? So Bobby Thompson, 202 kilos for his opener.
Good.
That is good. 445 pounds, 202 kilos for the American Nightmare, who started this competition with a 3rd place finish in the deadlift.
And Bobby Thompson is an athlete that loves the heavy gym lifts. Anything on a barbell, Bobby is all over that. He'll want to get points again in this event.
That was really smooth. Really well by Bobby.
Nice lift.
Good dip, launches off his shoulders. Now, Tom is an athlete that has seen this before and has done well at this in past events.
Yeah, Tom has actually put 240 kilos overhead on this very event in competition before.
And Tom Stoltman, his best finish so far was a 6th place in the overhead gauntlet.
He's really not had the day one that he wanted. He's got to kind of start off well here in the big jerk on day number 2. He's got some good events, but he needs to show that he is the 3-time world's strongest man for a reason. He didn't show what we've seen from him in the past on day 1. He needs to block that out. This is a good event for him normally.
Yeah, Tom's got to look at this. It's a new day to start out fresh. Because Tom can, have just like yesterday with the deadlift. Sometimes it can fluster him and kind of hurt the next events in that day. So he's got to start off fresh. He's good at this event.
202 easy.
No problem at all
for Stoltman. And he's coming off his best career finish at the Arnold last year when he took 3rd place. This is his 4th appearance here, and we talked about it at the beginning of the day yesterday. This is the one competition that is the win that is missing on his resume that is already so impressive.
Well, for so many years now, the Arnold and World's Strongest Man, they were the 2 major titles. We've got a few more now with the Rogue in there as well. Strongest man on earth. There's some fantastic titles to win. So far, he's only managed to win the World's Strongest Man. I say only, he's done it 3 times.
Yeah.
But if he wants to go down as someone like a Shaw, as a Adrinas Saviskas, he needs to start winning these other shows. He wants to. And today, I think to win the title is going to be out of his realm for this year. However, he's got to show he's a fighter.
Yeah, he's
Build
good.
that confidence for the rest of the year.
And Tom's capable of battling his way back to the podium today. He's done it in the past. We've seen it at other shows where he can have a bad day 1 and kind of come back and gather it back up.
Totally.
Well, Asen Andrade will make his way to the floor for the first time. He's one of the 3 rookies in the field and one of 2 rookies who started the day inside the top 4. He's 4th place overall.
He's a real powerhouse. Look at the thick set legs, the back, the shoulder. Another powerhouse. Boy, just lost his line there a little bit.
Yeah, just got out away from him.
Right back on it for his 2nd attempt here.
That was better.
Is picture perfect.
This behind the neck is so crucial to hit the marks.
Yes.
You miss the mark on this one, there's no saving it.
You have to keep the bar in perfect line. If it comes too far forward or too far back, you just lose it straight away.
Like you see some earlier with the women, some of their elbows will start floating forward, and it just puts them in a position where they can't snap under it, can't lock it out.
An interesting lift like this as well. It's not like the press a lot. Can you hear me? Yeah. On a log where you might lose, you kind of see that power diminish.
Yeah.
On this, it can be easy, easy, easy. Suddenly, it's not happening.
Go away right away. Yeah.
Hafthor Bjornsson, who currently sits in 3rd place overall. He's only 1 point back of Lucas Hatton for 2nd. So that'll be a good battle to watch here in this event. Hafthor won the deadlift. And then has finished 5th in the last 2 events.
Yeah, started off as we expected, winning the deadlift. The pressing gauntlet, he did much better than expected. However, when it came to the timber carry, he actually did a little bit worse. So it's important that he gets a big performance on this one, starting at 202 kilos.
Yeah, I think just by the end of yesterday, of all the hype, all the deadlift he did yesterday, and we're starting to take it out of him. You can see by the end of the day he was getting tired. Oh,
Good lift.
That's a great lift for Hafthor Bjornsson.
That was really smooth.
That will give him some confidence right there.
Yeah.
That was a great lift.
Yeah, that looked really good.
202 kilos, 445 pounds is the weight on the barbell right now. Nick Guardione chalking up. He's already had 1 lift at 190 kilos. Hathor Bjornsson looking good on his opening attempt. Nick Guardione coming up next.
Nick, 202 kilos.
And that is good.
Gets the down signal, good lift there, and he's happy with that one. Rightly so. I mean, these are early lifts that we're seeing, but these are massive weights.
Yeah,
200 plus kilos going overhead already.
It's already a huge weight.
For every athlete that has attempted.
The Guardione, once again, stabilized it just long enough to get the down signal. And he's 2 for 2 so far.
And again, I was speaking to him backstage, and he said day 2 is his day. He wants to pick up points, show everyone that he deserves to be here against the very best in the world.
I would expect him to do pretty well at the Stone Shoulder later today.
I think so.
You know, he won the amateur Arnold last year, and he won the sandbag to shoulder with a 440-pound sandbag, which is massive.
Huge.
Well, Trey Mitchell is a man to watch today, and you were talking about this earlier, Laws. His bad event is out of the way, and today really sets up well for him.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was talking to him backstage about that bad event, but he's blanked it out. He knows he has issues with that, and we talked about the 6 events this year. That gives him time to get himself back into contention, but he needs to start it with this event. He will want nothing less than top 2 on this event.
These are all good events for him today.
Yes, they are.
So he has the capability of really getting himself back in the mix here.
Mitchell's coming in with 215 kilos.
It's 474 pounds.
Massive opener.
Took second place on the overhead gauntlet.
Here comes Trey Mitchell.
Well, I know I've seen videos of Trey hitting triples with the weight that we just were at.
I get a real vibe of Zdrunas Viscus with Trey.
Yeah,
the same kind of walk.
That slow out.
Almost like you have your own orbit.
Yeah.
Overhead comes 5 per second. See that power here. 215 kilos for the big 50.
Let's go, Trey.
That is no problem
Nice. Easy.
for Trey Mitchell. Great opener at 215 kilos.
Really solid opener by Trey.
He's just strong, isn't he?
He's very strong. As he's pressing, he's just got so good. He's always been a good presser. I think when he first started in Strongman, but now he's become really a dominant presser.
He's any pressing event, you've got to have Trey Mitchell as one of the favorites.
Yeah.
Now Evan Singleton.
Evan's another one on this that's posted a big number in training.
In training, he's done one of the absolute biggest numbers.
Yeah.
The speed and explosive power should serve him well here in this event. He's 5th place overall coming in. And coming off his best finish of the competition last night when he took 3rd in the timber carry.
Known as the T-Rex, give it up for Evan Singleton.
Go, Evan. Come on.
Come on, Evan.
This is the more feminist Evan Singleton. I do want to call it. But he thrives on your energy, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Down signal, and that is a good lift for Evan Singleton.
Rushes the shoulder like it was nothing. Walks off. Good first lift for Evan Singleton.
215 kilos still on the bar. 474 pounds.
So important to get that first lift out of the way. I know from when I was competing, the first lift was the worst in terms of the nerves.
Yeah.
Often you see The second lift can actually look better than the first because you feel a bit more relaxed. You've got a feel for the environment.
Well, especially something like this, it's a new event to most of these athletes. You know, so the setup is different, probably what they've done in training. Might be different from what they had back there in warm-up. You know, so you want to get a nice, comfortable opener in here. Then you're rolling.
Well, Mitch Hooper, our overall leader, set to make his first of 4 attempts.
Hooper with 215.
That's a good lift for Mitch Hooper.
Smooth.
That's a very difficult but more efficient.
Nice opener. All these guys looking really good so far.
Yeah, everything's been really solid so far. I think Andrade's the only one that's had that little bobble.
And Tom Stoltman is up and looks like he's getting ready for his next lift.
You definitely got to do all of this.
Here's Mitch Hooper, who went with a split jerk.
Just got to make sure those elbows are fully fixed and locked out.
Yeah.
Stand upright, get the down signal.
Yeah, really, he takes his time before he stands up. He makes sure he's stabilized.
It's important. You know, you try and lift it too soon, the elbow's still unlocked. That weight can come away from you very easily.
Watch some athletes, they try to rush that, trying to bring their feet together right away. And the elbows aren't completely rolled back into a lockout position.
Tom Stoltman out for his second of 4 attempts. He hit 202 to start. 215 kilos, 474 pounds still on the barbell.
One thing that impresses me with Tom for such a big man is his mobility.
Yeah.
Very flexible for such a huge colossus.
Yeah.
Oh, just came
Did not
forward.
get the down signal on that.
Come on,
Just
Tom.
drifted forwards. He can correct that. Needs to make sure the bar path stays straight.
There you go. Good
There
job.
it is. Tom Stoltman just repping out 474 like it's no big deal. Gets it on his second attempt.
All the weightlifters out there understand when I say the line and the loop. When you do any kind of press, there's always a straight line.
Crew doing a good job of resetting those jerk blocks. The athletes were measured for this on Thursday evening. Those guys got that down to a science. There's Tom's first attempt, and then his second was good.
Yeah, he corrected well. And we're going to see that with this lift. If you don't hit it perfectly, it's very difficult to just muscle this kind of weight up. There you go.
Now Bobby Thompson coming out for his second attempt. Thompson was good at 202 as well for his opener.
Yeah, Bobby's 202 looked really strong.
Thompson has great leg power. His fused toes, which cause him some problem with mobility in the ankles and the feet. He makes up for it with strong quads.
Got the down, gets the lift.
Try to make sure he keeps that on there. Good lift there from Bobby Thompson.
You can see it, Mark, with Thompson. What they're focused on is that judge right in front.
8 of the 10 men have made their opening lifts. The only 2 have not come out, Maxime Boudreau and Lucas Hatton.
Maxime is out.
And actually now with a bicep tear.
Yeah,
He was listed on the scoreboard there. So we only have 1 man left, and that's Lucas Hatton.
Yeah, sadly, Maxime tore his bicep yesterday, but he's still here supporting all the athletes and his partner who's competing in the women's contest as well. We wish him a speedy recovery.
Meanwhile, Bobby Thompson puts up 215. Now, Austin Andrade. Is going to be next. He and fellow rookie Nick Guardione there.
So cool for these two from the same gym.
Yeah.
Training partners, and they're both here as rookies at the Arnold. Amazing advertisement.
And Andrade, one of the 2 rookies who's in contention for a spot on the podium. This will be his second attempt. He was also good at his opener at 202. Now, 215 kilos still on the barbell, 474 pounds.
And that's one of them. Let's hear it from y'all. All the rest of y'all, Americans. Come on,
Again, the first attempt for Andrade just comes forward.
Did the same thing on the last.
See if he can correct again like he did earlier.
Just got to get those elbows. There you go.
And Andrade has it.
He just likes doing doubles.
He just likes to make it harder for himself.
The two weights, and each took 2 reps. But Andrade's still alive as he hits 215 kilos.
Keeping us on our toes, but Andrade with another successful lift.
There was the first one again, just coming forward on him, and then gets it corrected the second time.
Good recovery on that. Sometimes those are hard to come back after a miss and have to go at it again.
He's not even taking the time between either.
No, he's right back under it.
He just goes straight under. He knew what he did wrong and corrected quickly.
Hathor Bjornsson will be up next. He hit 202 on his opener and looked really good doing it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it looked really smooth, fast.
Here it is, folks. Currently in third place in this competition.
See how 215 looks for the mountain.
Well, Hathor, get big points on this. Nice. Smooth
that is
and
good.
solid. Really solid lift.
He's pleased with that. He had a huge mishap in training where the bar came down and smashed him on the back.
Yeah, he's partly the reason we have this setup we do with, why they're staying inside those jerk platforms. And that's another thing we talked about with the women, that not only when they have the bar locked out and their feet together, they have to stay inside that box area, the parameters of those jerk platforms. So if, like they're standing log where athletes would kind of stagger back, they're going to have to come back forward and be inside that box. And like Laura said earlier, that bar has to land on the platform. Yeah, it's purely just for the athlete's safety, in case one of these bars get away from them.
I mean, you think if that kind of weight hit a normal human being, they'd be finished. With Hathor, it just kind of bounced off his head.
Yeah, he went to lunch. Everybody else be in the hospital.
Well, Nick Gardione is making his way out.
Come on then, Nick.
For his third of 4 attempts. He was good at 190 to open.
His first
made 202 as well.
He's looked really good so far.
There you go.
Nice.
That is good.
So,
and he is over the moon with that one.
A great lift for Gardione. As he hits 215. And he still has another attempt remaining, as it looks like Mitch Hooper is up and getting ready.
Even Mark Henry was impressed with that one.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen him on this type of event in his prime.
Yeah, this has been a great event for Mark. Good, solid.
You're going to love this reaction right here.
Side, I'd be curious if that was a PR.
I'm going to guess so, looking at that.
Yeah. So I know early in their training, him and Andrade trained together. This was one he was kind of worried about and struggling with. And it seems like he's put in the work and
absolutely
having a good result here today.
Mitch Hooper, who has already made 1 attempt, he opened at 215 kilos.
Mitch Hooper, second attempt, he's coming in with 222 kilos.
That's 400 489 pounds. And that is good for Mitch Hooper.
There you go.
Good.
Hey,
Solid lift.
You can't take the guy's job now, Moose.
You know, guys, we're almost at 500 pounds here, and we still haven't seen somebody.
I know.
Now, Lucas Hatton is the only man who hasn't made an attempt here.
And I don't see him standing out there yet.
No. He is a confident man.
Yeah.
Warm-ups must have been going well backstage.
Good lift from Mitch Hooper, who made that look about the same as his first attempt. Now Tom Stoltman for his third attempt.
Let's go, Tom. Had a little bobble on that last attempt with the first go at it. Like to see him just nail this one
Come on, Tom.
right out of the gate here. Keep moving on. Good, Tom. Solid.
Good lift for the Albatross.
Good.
3 white lights.
3 white lights for Tom.
And like Law said, he's done more than this in competition before.
My only concern with Tom at the most, this is tremendous lifting still, but he hasn't got that look of hunger in his eye. When Tom's on form, there's a belief in his face, and at the moment,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
he's like, I just want to show that I belong.
You know, if he's maybe got something that's kind of nagging him, or he was a
an
little
injury.
disappointed in the deadlift yesterday, and that just kind of, you know, maybe he was hoping for better results. Sometimes that can kind of ruin your
If it
comp a
doesn't-
little bit,
yeah,
you know.
You get a bad first result, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it can throw you off, especially if you had it in your mind, okay, this has got to go this way, and then when it gets thrown off, it can kind of feels like it ruins your game plan a little bit.
Bobby Thompson coming up next. We already saw one of his strengths to open the competition in the deadlift. He finished third there. Now looking to come up with another solid result here in a pressing event.
Yeah, 'cause unfortunately, yesterday we didn't get to see Bobby on the log that he's really good at.
That's,
you know,
that's the event he loves.
because he was, you know, battling that wild card we had in that medley with that stone. But now we get to see Bobby with weight on his shoulders, you know, doing what Bobby does, press big weight.
Come on, Bobby.
There you go, Bobby. Come on. Big lift. Oh. Tag the platform.
Yeah.
That, we saw that earlier with Olga, and it just, she was strong enough to
Throws
kind of
you off
muscle it out,
completely.
but it really can just shut down the lift when you tag the platform like that. It just kills the momentum of the bar that you're trying to get.
Oh, it was a better
Thompson's
attempt.
got to hit this or he's done, and
Better
he's going to call it.
That one tagged into the back of the head. Got a big mark on the back of his head from that one.
Well, Bobby Thompson will wind up with a score of 215 kilos.
You see that? It's a good job he's shaved his head, because I think we would have had a
You'd
big bald patch in the back
missed a
there.
patch of hair.
So unfortunately, a no rep there for Bobby Thompson.
That's our first miss.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Shows the standard that we've got this year.
Yeah.
And I can see Lucas Hatton in the back now.
Yeah. He's finally kind of on the wings there.
Well, Austin Andrade is going to be the next man out. He's gone 2 for 2, opened at 202 kilos, hit 215.
He's had a habit of missing his first attempt both times, but he's come back and corrected. Can we see a good first attempt this time?
He's just got to hit the timing. The first go, you can't keep doing that, Laws.
No,
It's going to wear on you, especially as the weight getting heavy.
This will be a big lift for the man known as Smash, ladies and gentlemen.
222.
Let's go, Austin. You see it. Hit the marks. Come on.
489 pounds for
There you go.
Andrade, and he will
Yeah.
get the first attempt. I think that was his best one yet.
Solid
Absolutely.
lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This standard is amazing.
Yeah, I'm. You know, when I first posted this event, I wasn't confident that we were going to see this many guys this close to each other in these bigger weights.
Well,
You know.
we've still got so many athletes still in, and we're going to be going over 500 pounds very, very soon.
Yeah.
And you can see the weights the preset weights where you can make the jumps. And after round 10, if we get there, the remaining athletes will have an opportunity to choose their weights. Nick Gardione is going to be out next for his 4th and final lift.
Gardione was pumped after his last lift. Has he got anything left? Big sniff on the smelling salts just to clear that head. Get himself psyched up.
489 pounds on the bar, 222 kilos for Nick Gardione, 4th and final attempt.
Let's go, Nick. Come on.
That's it.
He's going to leave it there.
Well, Gardione's going to take 1 attempt and call it. He'll wind up with a final score of 215 kilos.
I'm pretty sure that 215 was a PB for him. You could see how pumped up he was.
As excited as he was.
You get excited, you put everything into that. It's very difficult then to come back and try and do even more.
And better to get, yeah.
Let's take a look at the replay here.
Well, let's look at the training partners. One was successful, the other wasn't. Andrade.
Solid lift.
And as you said, Laz, he made a habit of missing his first attempt. That was not the case
Not this
here.
time. First attempt, and it needed to be right. You don't want to be messing around with these weights. This was a great lift.
And then Nick Gardione, who we assume hit a PR on his last lift.
Yeah.
Still not a bad effort, but you could see there was no commitment to get under that bar.
Way too in front of him there. And now, Lucas Hatton.
Finally, we see Lucas.
The 3rd rookie in the field and the guy who currently sits in 2nd place overall.
Lucas's strength, overhead power and leg power, both super beneficial when it comes to an event like this.
And he's really fast on the split jerk. Really efficient.
And that's a great point. He's not just strong, he's technically efficient as well.
Efficient, yeah.
And Hatton has jumped up to 227 kilos. That's 500 pounds.
First lift
here we
at
go.
500 today. This is his opener. And my goodness, that was easy.
And he has it.
He says easy, and you have to believe him.
Yeah.
227 kilos, 500 pounds for Lucas Hatton, who's trying to put some pressure on our overall leader, Mitch Hooper. Hatton came in just 4 points back of Hooper, and he's only 1 point clear of Hathor Bjornsson for 2nd place.
It's very similar to Mitch in that he wasn't rushing anything, taking his time, making sure that stability overhead was fixed. But that was so powerful. Look at that rep.
Yeah, he's very smart.
Gets the feet back in position.
Make sure that thing is stabilized before he brings his feet together.
I got to say, that's the best lift we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, strong, fast.
Just another day at the office for Lucas Hatton.
Extremely efficient.
Now Hathor Bjornsson will be out for his 3rd of 4 attempts. He's been good at 202 kilos and 215, and now to 227.
This will be a huge weight.
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same, Jerry.
Huge weight, great points. Come on, Hafthor,
This
let's
could
see
be
it.
a big lift in the whole competition.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see it, Hafthor.
Potentially the difference between being a contender for the title and slipping off the podium.
Yeah.
All within this lift.
This could cement him in.
Let's go,
Come on,
Hafthor, come on.
Big drive.
He didn't get the down
Just
signal.
before
Just
the
missed the
referee.
down.
The referee
Almost
was
had
about
that.
to give it to him.
Yeah.
But he didn't wait.
He had a second longer.
He
was
can
gonna
do
get
this.
down. Come on, Hafthor.
He can definitely do this. Come on.
2nd attempt for Bjornsson.
Come on,
at
big
500
drive.
pounds.
Solid lockout. Come on.
Come on.
Here we go, Hafthor. Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Yes, he
Nice.
gets it. He gets it.
Game on. Let's go.
A champion's response there after that first failed attempt.
And to do 500 twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
You could see from that first time he knew he could do it.
Oh, yeah.
He could sense straight away that he didn't quite wait for the referee's signal.
It just started floating on him, and got him off balance. I mean, you can see Brad's hand just about to go down.
It was, it was so close to going down.
He was close.
Did very well to come back and get that, though, because panic can set in.
Yeah, it really can, quick. And it's like, oh, shit, now I got to gather up and do this again. And
We're now at 227 kilos. That is slightly over 500 pounds.
yeah, let's take a look at this again.
Let's watch the referee
Jams
here.
this one.
The hand was about to move.
It was about to go down. And then comes back, nails it through, stabilizes the top.
No doubt on that one.
Strong.
Fraction second longer and he would have got it the first
He would
time.
have got it, yeah. It was.
Look at this. The hand went, it was going. Oh, yeah, that was the good attempt.
Yeah. Nice. Great comeback.
Very good.
Yeah, especially on a big weight like that. That's extremely
Like we
difficult.
said, that could be a big lift in the overall tournament.
Absolutely, yeah.
Trey Mitchell now for his third attempt.
Exactly. We're getting to the top end here.
Yeah, we're getting some serious weight on there now.
Yeah. Especially for day 2, after everything they did yesterday. They already had a pressing event yesterday.
Yeah.
Second attempt, pardon me, for Trey Mitchell. He was good at 215, now 232 kilos.
Come on, Trey.
There we go.
That's 511 pounds on his back.
Nice.
And that is
Solid,
good.
Trey. Solid lift by Trey.
That is excellent.
That was better than his first lift. He looked solid.
Hey, so strong. Just that push press, man.
There's less technical ability there, but just
brute
power. Unbelievably strong.
Yeah. Just like a Mack truck up there. Preston.
Look at that. Once he was locked out, it was rock solid as well.
Now, Trey is lurking back in 6th place overall coming into this event. 5 back of Bjornsson for the third and final spot on the podium. Now Evan Singleton coming up, and this is going to be his second attempt.
T-Rex smashing himself around the head, getting himself psyched up.
Well, that's the exciting part now is we're in such big weights, and we got a lot of guys left.
Yeah.
Evan Singleton.
Mr. Gillingham has a hand up, and he's ready to go.
232 kilos for the T-Rex, 511 pounds.
Come on, Evan. They tagged that platform, but he must have
It
threw it.
doesn't matter. There was great power there.
2 for 2 for Evan Singleton.
I think they dropped that platform a pin for the next attempt.
I agree.
But that was a great
tremendous
recovery.
power.
Oh, it's power that it just kills the momentum loss when you tag the
It's so
rack
off-putting.
or a platform like that. Throws it off balance. And
That looks strong.
that's really strong.
I think he's done near around the 250 mark in training.
He's done 550, yeah.
One more look at Evan Singleton. It looked like to be his left side that hit off the jerk block.
Yeah.
But still able to handle it very well. Mitch Hooper.
There's pressure
Third
on Mitch
attempt.
for this. There's so many guys doing big numbers. He really needs this to maintain his lead overall, especially with how good Lucas Hatton is looking.
Yeah, he has to have this.
Two-time champion at the Arnold Classic. How does he respond? Third attempt for Mitch Hooper.
He's done this weight in training.
232 kilos.
And he has it.
Doing what Mitch does, and he knew the importance of that rep.
Yeah, he knew that one had to go.
He came in with a 4-point lead over Hatton.
Failure was not an option on that one.
No.
Well, he doesn't make that. Hatton has a really good chance of wiping that deficit away here in this event.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Tom Stoltman,
Even with
he's going
that
to be the
lead,
next man out.
you don't want to allow someone back into the contest.
Correct.
You want to kind of almost push them down. And Lucas being so good on this.
Mitch Hooper's gone with the same technique for each lift. Split jerk, gets his feet set, and gets the down signal.
That looked good. Very explosive. It's here, he takes his time. He doesn't want to lose that balance with the bar overhead. Good lift. I love seeing the reaction from the athletes.
Yeah.
When it means something. Now we're into the business end.
Yeah.
We are seeing the emotion coming out. Every athlete knows how important each lift is. We're past the warm-up stage now.
No, we're in it. We're in the grind now.
Fourth and final attempt for the Albatross, Tom Stoltman. He's been good at 202, 215, and 222 so far.
I want to see that Stoltman roar.
Yeah, come on,
Show us
Tom.
what you can do, Tom. You're a 3-time world's strongest man when you've been on the podium at Rogue and at the Arnold's.
Let's see it, Tom.
511 pounds here for Stoltman.
It's not heavyweight for you. Come on.
There you go.
That is easy for Tom
There it
Stoltman.
is.
That's more like it.
There it is.
That was the best lift he's done.
Absolutely. 100%.
Suddenly
Now he's
remembers
ready.
who he is.
Let's give him 4 more attempts. I want to see what he can do now.
Sometimes with Tom, it's getting into his head.
Yeah.
Making him believe, and that was more like it.
Yeah. I think we woke up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stoltman's final score will be 232 kilos, and as you said, this looked to be his best
Look at
lift of
this
the
lift.
four.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Smooth.
Brilliant lift.
Smooth.
And some reaction.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hit that. It's perfect.
And the pressure then builds for all the other athletes.
Yeah.
Hafthor, after that great lift, is thinking, damn, I need to go again.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Austin Andrade will be out for his fourth and final attempt, looking to keep himself in that battle for the podium.
His last attempt looked really strong. He kind of fixed that bobble he had in those first 2.
Yes. Let's go, Austin.
Kind of getting more of a rhythm of hitting that groove in the marks.
6 athletes over 500 pounds or more. Austin could be the 7th if he gets this. Come on. Oh,
And he has it!
Wow.
that is strong. He pressed that out.
Game on.
Tricep strength.
Game on. Let's
And
go.
the rookie goes 4 for 4 and closes out at 511 pounds.
The standard of this jerk event is crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
Is that 6 or 7 athletes now we have over 500?
Yeah. Solid lift. Hey, strong. Look at
He's
that.
gotten better as
Powers
this
it
thing
through.
has gotten heavier,
He has.
just like Stoltman.
Like those first 2 attempts, he was missing the first go at him, and kind of missing the mark a little bit. But his last 2, he is on now. Like both him and Tom, I would like to see a couple more rounds.
Yes,
I wish this was the last man standing. You just let him go.
Let's see what we can push to.
Yeah,
Because that's too good to just finish there.
yeah.
Well, Hafthor Bjornsson is going to be coming out for his 4th and final lift.
Let's go, Hafthor.
And Andrade put a little bit of pressure on him with that last attempt.
Huge
Because
pressure.
Andrade only trails Hafthor by 3 points for 3rd place overall.
Come on, Hafthor. Let's go. Let's see it. Come on.
Hafthor Bjornsson, 232 kilos, 511 pounds for the mountain.
Big drive. Come on, Hafthor.
Stabilize, get those legs
Big
into it.
drive. Solid lockout. Yeah.
And there it is for Hafthor Bjornsson.
Let's go. Wow. Yes. Oh, we got to make this the last man standing event.
We have to give them another round.
Yeah. Let's go another round.
Hafthor embracing with his family there.
Yeah, his son,
His son, his wife, his grandfather, his father, his mum, everyone there.
Well, we've seen the 2 vets, Bjornsson and Hooper, step up so far when the pressure has been on them. That was a huge lift. for Bjornsson.
Absolutely. He made sure that one was right first time.
That was solid.
Look at this.
Wow. Man, solid
Nice
lift.
lift.
No bobble whatsoever at the top.
No question marks, and look what it means to him.
Yeah. I would say it's safe to say that his pressing is getting back on track.
It's getting back to his best.
Yeah. Nice. Game on. Let's go.
Before this contest, I was worried he just put too much focus into the deadlift. I am so pleased I'm wrong.
Yep.
He's such a great strength athlete. We want to see him challenging.
Hathor stepping up when the pressure's on. He's managed to put now a little bit of pressure on Lucas Hatton.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to chase down Lucas Hatton in the overall standings. Hatton was only a point up on him for second place.
What does Hatton
This will be
lose to?
Hatton's second attempt.
Lucas asking for the crowd to get on their feet.
237 kilos. That's 522 pounds on the barbell.
Here we go. Oh,
And
solid.
sticks it.
Brilliant lift once again by Lucas Hatton.
Let's go.
Asking people if he wants more, if they want more, and I think they're going to get it.
Raise the bar, he's saying.
Whatever they want, we're doing it. That's what we call it.
237, 522 pounds. And it was more or less effortless for Lucas Hatton. That looked easy.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Again, very smart. Make sure he's stabilized before he stands up, brings those feet together. Good technical lift. Strong. Look at that.
No rushing.
Snaps through. Make sure he's stable.
Overhead portion of that lift, so easy. Just making sure he doesn't make any mistakes, getting the feet in line.
Yep.
And what a great lift there. I love every time we've spoken to this guy, he's not talking like a newbie. He's talking like someone that is here to win this title. He's got a game plan, and he's executing perfectly so far.
Trey Mitchell has had 2 good lifts. This will be his 3rd attempt.
Let's go, Trey. Come on.
That is who Hatton reminds me of. Maybe not one of the tallest guys, but built like a
Trey good at 215 and 232 kilos.
This is one of the first times we've seen some emotion in Trey's face walking out.
Yeah.
He's getting fired up for this lift. Let's see it, Trey.
Needs to stabilize that bar, shaking him quite a bit.
And he has it! Monster lift for Trey Mitchell.
Jerry, I am with you. I want to see this event just keep going.
Just keep going.
Let's see what they can do. They don't know what they can do.
This has to be a last man standing event.
The crowd is making these athletes raise their level. The competition is making them raise their level. Every single one of these warriors performing under pressure right now.
100%. And how many athletes, Laws, that we saw, like Tom and Hafthor, and now with Mitch Hooper, or
Trey Mitchell,
sorry, that are getting better as the rounds are going.
I'm getting more and more excited. I'm going to lose my voice, I think, in this one.
Look at that. Just presses it out.
I want to see more rounds for some of these men. I know the rules are the rules, but how good are these lifts?
Trey Mitchell just mauling that weight. Now, Evan Singleton is going to be up next. This will be his 3rd attempt, and the weight has gone up. He's bumped it up to 242.5 kilos, 535 pounds.
Wow, let's go.
This is Evan looking at the contest thinking, I need to do something special now to stretch away from these other athletes.
Evan would love to have another event win here,
What y'all think?
Wants to make up for that press yesterday. Come on, Evan.
Come on, Evan.
Big drive.
242 kilos.
Let's see it. Come on. You got this.
Still plenty of time.
Reset.
Come on.
Come on.
Almost had it. Just could not get under it. The Singleton's going to wind up with a final score of 232 kilos.
He skipped that 237. Took a risk. Unfortunately for Evan, did not pay off. Still some amazing pressing from the American.
Singleton came in 5th place overall. He had 18 points. He was trying to keep pace with Andrade and Hafthor Bjornsson. Just
so
almost
close
had that last one. Mitch Hooper, our overall leader, will be out next for his 4th and final attempt, 242.5 kilos, 535 pounds for the Moose.
This could well be a competition-winning lift if he gets it, or game on if he misses and Lucas takes the win. What does Mitch Hooper have? Can he get it?
And Mitch Hooper has it.
Got it.
Mitch Hooper gets the good lift. 3 white lights. He's so good at performing under that pressure. All these athletes raising their level today. When he needs a lift, he just somehow finds
Digs down
it.
and gets it. And like Hatton, he's smart. He gets that thing, make sure it's stable before he steps back and squares up.
I think Mitch knows that Lucas Hatton is the man when it comes to this event.
Yeah, there's no chasing
If
him.
he can get 2nd place, that's the perfect finish. And again, he's thinking about the whole contest.
Yeah.
And he'll only surrender 1 point. We talked earlier about how he misses that lift. Hatton has a chance to really chew into that deficit.
I mean, as you know how much Gary and I want the competition to keep going.
Yeah.
Mitch will
Yeah.
definitely not want that.
No, no.
That's a champion's response right there, though.
Yeah. I cannot miss this.
No.
Yeah, failure's not an option here.
There's only been 2 men win 3 Arnold Classics in a row. The Incredibles of Jonas Viscus, and another man that's in this contest, one of the greatest, Thor Bjornsson. Mitch wants to put his name among those men.
Trey Mitchell is going to leave the weight at 242.5 kilos. This will be his 4th and final attempt.
Go, Trey.
What's so impressive with Trey is he doesn't have the technical proficiency of Mitch and of Lucas Hatton. He is just a ridiculously, and I mean ridiculously powerful man.
His shoulders are so powerful. Come on.
Leg strength,
Come
core
on,
strength,
Trey.
and then that
Let's go.
tremendous shoulder and
Let's
tricep
see
power.
And he gets it. Almost.
Yes,
He's got the
he
left signal. It's good.
Yes, Trey Mitchell.
Yeah. Good shit,
Oh,
Trey.
there were some precarious moments there at the end for Trey Mitchell, but the judge's hand comes down and Trey Mitchell hits 242.5 kilos on his 4th and final attempt.
He had to fight for it, but he prevailed. 242 kilos. And this isn't fresh in the gym. This is day two
yeah.
of the Arnold Strongman Classic. One of the most brutal shows there is.
Well, now Lucas Hatton has a chance to lock up his 2nd event win. He's going to bump the weight to 247.5 as you take another look at Trey Mitchell. And right about here is where you wondered if he was going to be able to keep it.
Damn. Just fighting and chasing and man, look at that.
That is so strong.
That is strength. Brute strength. Just wrestling that up over your head.
Good refereeing, made him lock out.
Yeah, he made him work for it.
And now Lucas Hatton, again bumping the weight up to 247.5. This is for his second win of the competition, 546 pounds.
Let's go. Crowd is on their feet. Folds in the air. They want to see it.
Lucas Hatton is a revelation at this competition. 247 kilos. This will take the win.
Hatton for the victory.
Let's go. Big drive. Nice.
Give it to him. Lucas Hatton, second event win of the competition, 546 pounds, and he had our curiosity. Now he has everyone's attention.
He has got 2 out of 4 wins and 1 second place. Lucas Hatton is here challenging for this title this year.
Man, hey man, you became a crowd favorite overnight. Like, these people love you. What'd you think about that?
I love this event. Whatever they were going to put on the bar, I was going to do more.
You're training, you know, you're not you're more on the vertically challenged side, but you make up for it in the explosiveness, the way you lift. Like, was there somebody that you looked at growing up that you was like, man, I want to lift like that?
You know, I was a thrower, so I looked up to the great shot putters, you know, Joe Kovacs, Krauser, all those guys, a lot of weightlifters. I just take inspiration from other sports that are doing things faster and heavier than us.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Hey, man, good luck for the rest of the competition. You've entertained the hell out of us today. I appreciate you.
Lucas Hatton, a rookie, now has 2 wins in 4 events and is very much in contention for the title.
Lucas has been so impressive. He's not put a foot wrong out of the 4 events so far. 2 more events to go. He is a contender for this title. And I need to lie down after that, Jerry.
Yeah.
Never mind the athletes.
Well, this is one of those events that we didn't know how it was going to play out. What was the excitement level going to be? And once again, expectations get blown out of the water because of what these athletes are able to accomplish.
Every single one of them just raising their level then.
Did not disappoint in this event. All impressive.
Well,
only
second
disappointing
win
part was
in 4 events. Sorry, Jerry, go ahead.
no. Only disappointing part is this wasn't last man standing.
Yes, exactly. Let's just roll some
We
more
want to
out
see
there.
what they really can do.
See what they can do. 247.5 kilos for Lucas Hatton gives him his second win. Mitch Hooper and Trey Mitchell both tie at 242.5. So Mitch Hooper, the overall leader, does a little damage control there. Hathor Bjornsson, Andrade, Singleton, and Stoltman, they will all tie at 232. And then Bobby Thompson and Nick Guardione tie for 8th place. Well, let's bring in the man who I think we've talked to more than anybody this weekend. That's Lucas Hatton. Lucas, first of all, has anyone told you that you are a rookie and you are not supposed to be doing this right now?
You know, I'm only a rookie in the case of the Arnold. I've beaten all these guys except for Thor and Mitch at other shows, and I'm trying to get them here.
Well, I think you just answered my next question, which is where does that confidence come from, even though this is your first appearance?
You know, I've gotten to climb somewhat slowly in some sense and somewhat fast in the pro ranks. I've gotten a variety of experience. I'm ready to be here. I'm not like the other rookies. I was ready when I showed up.
Lucas, you have been tremendous so far in this competition. What can we expect on these last 2 events?
I think I'm going to be a little faster than people think. You got these short little legs, but they're fast.
I don't think anyone is going to question anything you say to us anymore. You look like you are a real contender for this title. Best of luck with the final 2 events.
Yeah, good luck with these last 2. Nobody's counting you out now.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah, congratulations, Lucas, on the second event win. Looking forward to seeing how this plays out over the final 2 events.
Yep, let's do it.
Lucas Hatton told Mark Henry, whatever they were going to put on that bar, I was going to do more. And like you said, Jerry, I wish they would have maybe thrown some more weight out there just to see what he was capable of doing. But here are your overall standings. Lucas Hatton has now moved himself into second place. Hathor Bjornsson is clinging to the final spot on the podium. Trey Mitchell, 2 points back of him. Austin Andrade, another impressive rookie. He is still very much in contention for that 3rd and final spot on the podium. Man, I don't know how we're going to top that here in these next 2 events.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes the next 2 even more interesting because he's narrowed the gap on Mitch a little bit. Hathor's still in this.
Look at that battle. You got 23 points and a half, 24 and a half, 25 and a half.
Yeah.
So many athletes close. We are in for an exciting finish to this year's contest.
It's been a while since we've, at this point in the contest, seen a battle this tight.
A pressure-packed performances from some big names and an impressive rookie continues to make himself a household name in this sport. 2 events remain. We'll have them for you. We'll take a quick break. The women will be back for event 5 as our coverage continues at the 2025 Arnold Strongman Classic.